Hello everyone and welcome to the introduction to research method in psychology. Module 8. The topic of today's lecture is quasi-experimental research. What is quasi-experimental research? A quasi-experimental research aims to establish causal relationship between independent and dependent variables. However, unlike an experimental research, a quasi-experimental research does not rely on random assignment of subjects. Instead, subjects are assigned to groups based on non-random criteria. Quasi-experimental research usually used when the random assignment of subject is impossible because of ethical or practical reasons. Quasi-experimental research usually used to evaluate an effectiveness of a treatment, for example, a psychotherapeutical or educational intervention. There are different designs of quasi-experimental research. Let's start with one-group designs. There are three types of one-group design. First type, post-test only. It is when a treatment was implemented or independent variable was manipulated, and after that, the dependent variable was measured. This is the biggest type of one-group designs. More strong is second type of one-group design, one-group pre-test, post-test design. In this case, a dependent variable is being measured twice, before the independent variable was manipulated and after that. If we are using this type of design, we cannot be sure that our manipulation of independent variable caused the changes in the dependent variable. For example, some other event happened between we measured dependent variable, and this event influenced changes in dependent variable. Another explanation is called maturation. Participants could change between two measurements of the dependent variable. Or maybe the fact that we measured dependent variable the first time changed subject responses the second time because they were already experienced with our testing. Another threat of using this kind of design is instrumentation, meaning that instrument we are using for measure dependent variable can change over time. For example, if we use observation as our method, our observers could either improve in their ability or maybe get fatigued. Another possible explanation for the change in the dependent variable called regression to the mean. Regression to the mean is a statistical phenomenon where if the results are being scored extreme by chance first measurement, the next score will be close to the mean. If we will choose a sample that scored especially high or especially low on some scale, then, according to this phenomenon, next time their result will be closer to the mean result and will be less extreme. A close related concept is called spontaneous remission. This is a tendency of many physiological or psychological problems resolve itself with the time without any treatment. Sadly, it is not always like this. A common approach to deal with all these effects is to revise a research design and include a control group that will be also measured 2 times but will receive no treatment, or with another words, independent variable in this group will not be manipulated. Next type of quasi-experimental design is non-equivalental groups design. When we assign our participants into a group without use randomization, then we cannot say that those groups are equivalent to each other. This is why this type of design is called non-equivalent group designs. The first type of non-equivalent group design is post-test only non-equivalent group design. Similar as in one group design, dependent variable is being measured 1 time after the independent variable was manipulated. A good example for this type of design would be 2 school classes. One of them will be treated with some educational intervention and another one would serve as a control group. Another type of non-equivalent group design is pre-test post-test design. In this case, 2 groups are being measured 2 times, but only in one group independent variable will be manipulated. Because there is another group being tested 2 times, we can assume that the changes in dependent variable caused by manipulation of the independent variable. Another type of non-equivalent group design is interrupted time series design, when the dependent variable is being measured many times in both groups. The last 2 types of non-equivalent group designs, pre-test post-test design with switching replication and switching replication with treatment removal, are very similar to each other. In both cases, there are 2 non-equivalent groups. The dependent variable is being measured before the treatment will start. Or, using another word, an independent variable will be manipulated. Then the first group will start getting treatment. After that, the dependent variable is being measured again in both groups. Now the second group will start getting treatment. And here is the difference between 2 designs. In pre-test post-test design with switching replication, both groups will receive treatment after the second measurement of the dependent variable. In switching replication with treatment removal, at the same time when the second group is getting treatment, the first group will stop to get treatment. Both types of the design are showing the replicability of the results, while switching replication with treatment removal design also demonstrate if the treatment continues to be effective after the withdrawal.